Hey everybody, this is Collector Dude. I'm going to do a video of image stuff today, or tonight. This looks pretty interesting. I was looking at this one and reading about it. Local Man, looks interesting. I like stories like this. So, we'll see what this one is. This is December, issue 411. Wow. Let's get flipping through it. There's a lot of stuff in here. Like I said, everything. Barbarella. Free Comic Book Day is coming up. May 6th. What's amazing, this is going to be here before you know it. I'm talking about it now, and boom. May 6th to be here, Free Comic Book Day. But this is all this different stuff. These magazines are like full of just information, different stuff you can look up, read about some of your favorite writers and artists and stuff like that. This one looks cool. Just when you thought it was safe to go back to the comic shop. Mad Balls versus Garbage Pail Kids. Time again. Slime again. All right, different stuff like this, and talking about Lee Moyer, interviews him, and I never need to go to this site and see what this looks like. Hakes Auctions, different stuff like this. I remember this game when it came out, played it a lot. Halo, loved it. Everything, look at all the old games. I used to love the boxing games and everything on the Xbox. This is one thing. Whoever gets this first, you can have the code if you want the online or digital copy of the previews. There you go. So you can try it. Expires at the end of this month. Okay. So just pause it if you want. Ooh, Draculina. Is something else? No. Draculina, Blood Simple. Okay. This looks cool. Cat Buzz. That's okay. A disgraced superhero returns to his parents' home in Image's Local Man. Everyone comes from somewhere, even superheroes. No matter how hard someone tries to put the past behind them, the past has a way of catching up. Edge Jack Xavier, the hero known as Cross Jack, discovers. Wow. Okay. More stuff over here. Alien stuff here. Usually something for everybody, man. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes. I love Sherlock Holmes. Everything. Who's this? Robert E. Howard's Conan the Barbarian is back, it says. Matt Murray, Conan the Barbarian. Conan made his first official appearance in 1932 as part of a short story by Robert E. Howard 90 years later, and the character still has a global fan base. What do you think is the reason for Conan's enduring popularity? Wow, that's one of the questions. Different stuff like that you can go through. This looks cool, like a facsimile version of Gargoyles. I guess it's probably going to have the gold foil on the title, I hope. Let's see, more stuff here. Just more ads and everything, stuff you can order, and more stuff about Free Comic Book Day. And there's more of the comic books I guess you're going to be able to get. And sometimes those go for pretty good money. See, this one looks cool. Amazing Spider-Man and Venom. Then you got Avengers and X-Men. Here's Conan right here. It's a special, so I wonder if it's going to be different than the book, so you can get this one. It might be a different story. Fright Night, I used to love that movie. Everything. Who else? All these different Garbage Pail Kids, and then Turtles. Investigators. Look at this. Play on the words. More stuff. Ghost Crime Buster. Wow. Best comic ever. Smurfs. I Am Stan. Okay, then we got this Spidey and Friends. Amazing Friends. That's cool. Street Fighter. Shadow Man. That looks spooky. Looks like They Live. That movie. Roddy Piper in it. That was a good movie. I love that. Let's see. Okay. Let's get to the new stuff. Iron Guard Supplies. Is that comic book supplies? Let's see. First use of chainmail. No, this is a story or something. Cool. Iron Guard founded. First defense satellites launched. Oh, that's different. Okay, let's see what Image has now. Here's Local Man #1, it says. Gem of the Month. Stray Dogs creator Tony Flex teams with Revival's Tim Seeley. Combines rural crime, noir, and superhero action. That's cool. This contemporary relatable spin on superhero story is perfect for fans of crossover and Invincible. Yep. Okay. Once the star recruit of the media sensation super team, third gen, Jack I thought it was Xavier. Okay, Jack Xavier had it all. But when controversy sends Crossjack crawling back to his mom and dad's basement in the Midwest, Jack struggles to fit into a world he left far behind. And then the bodies start piling up. Uh-oh. Okay. Here's the cover there. There's another cover here. Cover B. Here's some art on the inside here. So, we're just jumping right into this. Looks like a fight. Wow. Baptism by fire. You say Cable, Captain America, but then he's got an X on his head. Everything. Then look at these, all the different characters. Look at this, the blades and everything. Then you got the big guy back here. Wow. The pretty girl, the stone or whatever she's made out of. Wow. You sound surprised, Crossjack. So that's what he looked like. We're the best of the best. What we do, no one does better. Yeah. If you're going to be one of us, you're going to have to get used to a little baptism by fire. Wow. I'm going to be picking, I think I'll pick this one up just to check it out because I like stuff like that. It's like where he was at and then where he is now and everything. And you see he doesn't look happy there, disgraced or something like that. Just different stories, human stories like that with people. I like that stuff. Uh-oh, here's more of it. Man, it's 3rd Gen. Oh, look at this guy. Now he's coming back home here. Man, the mood and everything with the dark sky and everything and being in the moon in the background there. His dog. See what's going on here. Man. So, some adjustments, I'm sure. Now we got Torrent number 1. A quippy and vibrant superhero story featuring a diverse cast of characters. Perfect for fans of Radiant Black and Mother of Madness. Okay, now we got Torrent to cover here. Pretty wild. Okay, here's that cover here I was looking at. Wondering what that was. Okay, what's it saying? The team who brought you critically acclaimed series Resurrection comes a brand new superhero universe. Michelle Metcalf is the world's most happy-go-lucky hero, Crackerjack, until tragedy forces her to cross the line from hero to vigilante. Ooh. All right, gem of the month. Hey, this looks like G.I. Joe. The Praetorians, headquarters of the Praetorians, the world's mightiest and greatest heroes. Oh, look at this guy. Looks interesting. We got more stuff here. Captain Criterion. Madam Icon. Different names. Something's going on there. Wow. Looks like she just blew somebody away. Everyone best stay out of my way. Uh-oh. Mad. The superhero who isn't a hero. February 2023. Next month. Okay, we got Almighty number 1 of 5. What's going on with that? Let's see. Okay. The Warning, Eric LaRoche returns to comics with a 5-issue epic. Max Fury Road style action combines with the mutated horror of annihilation in this original sci-fi fantasy epic for mature readers. The year is 2098, and the Third World America ravaged by economic collapse and narco warfare and a mysterious environmental disaster contained behind a massive wall. A girl has been abducted, and a killer has been hired to find her and bring her home. The adventure begins in a spectacular double-length first issue with 38 pages of story and no ads for the regular price of just $3.99. Okay. We got some artwork here. Ouch. I don't know what's going on. She looks like she's trying to get away. If this is the girl trying to get away. Yeah, something like that. Wow. Always spooky, scary stories like that. So here's some more. Look at this. Man. Wow. They'll let her run and then shoot her or something like that? That's not good. Spooky stuff. Now we got Blood Tree, #1. A cat and mouse thriller perfect for fans of Nailbiter. Series premiere. Two obsessed NYPD detectives hunt for a vicious butcher called the Angel Killer, a sociopath who preys on the innocent family members of known murderers in order to purify the rest of society. Wow. Wow, man. Like I remember hearing just different stuff, like different people. Imagine all the different serial killers that we've seen or heard about in the past and lately or something like that. And then you hear about their families. You wonder what's going on with their families and stuff. And you're like, wow. You have to change your name or something. And see, this is pretty wild here. It's all these different people like Maxim Simic and Peter J. Tomasi. Comes a story that confronts a battle of nature versus nurture, considers how present and future generations are tainted by past generations, and asks the age-old question, who must pay for the sins of the fathers and perhaps even the sins of the mothers? Man. I don't know. You wonder what, like I said, you think about what your parents taught you, what your mother and father taught you, your grandparents, whoever you stayed with, whoever you grew up with and everything. And would the killers, when you think about, would the killers of all those different people, would they blame the person who raised them? Or would they say, no, they had nothing to do with it? I did this. I don't know. You have to wonder about that. Wow. So here we go. More and more. There's more artwork here. Uh-oh. An angel's fallen. That's pretty wild. Blood Tree, #1. Kind of reminds me like of a Powers book and everything, with the artwork or this little quirky, a little different. Not realistic and everything, but this is different. So I wonder how they're going to handle this. Okay. Okay, now we got The Last Barbarians, #1. Rat Queens meets Sonata in this high fantasy adventure. It's a fantasy. Okay. Now we can look at the covers here. Very beautiful painted covers. You know the different variations. Wow, how many covers are you going to have? Looks like 5 or 6. And there's like the virgin covers without the words on them. The title. There's a blank one there. That's like 5 here, and there's 6. Wow, maybe more. Okay, here we go with series premiere. To be classless is a whole new low. You'd think in a fantastic world full of giants, magic, and flying fish. Flying fish. It would be a world of possibility, but you'd be dead wrong here. Sylve is a jack of all trades. She can fight with the best of them, pick most pockets, and even cast a 3rd level spell or 2. It's too bad for her that if you aren't a member of a guild, you are persona non grata, completely outcast from adventuring. Wow. That might be fine, except she has her disabled 7-foot-tall brother to take care of. If she can't find a job to support them both, they'll be dead in a ditch in a matter of weeks. So now her only hope is a quest from a sketchy cleric who promises only a true hero can save the day. Sylve has a lot of skills, and she'll need them all to survive this hero's journey. That sounds interesting. Wow, look at the artwork here. That's really nice. Nice. Oh, here's some more. Wow. Oh, picked her up. Oh. There she says, don't eat me or whatever, if he knows her or something. Wow. But you have to mean it. Oh, and the eye contact. That's a must. And what if that didn't work, you say? Well, I hope I never have to find out. So she must, whatever she told him, like just like in the Harry Potter movie, where Hermione said to the big guy to grab her. I forgot whose brother that was. Oh shoot, I forgot his name. But how could I forget his name? But her brother, his big brother, everything. Hagrid. Yeah, that's it. But when the big brother picked her up, and she said, "No, stop," and he was like, "What?" That's cool. Okay, Monarch #1. Okay, this one's the series premiere as well. They're coming out with a lot of books. Philadelphia meets Independence Day in this action-packed alien invasion story. What are they, alien vampires or something? A new tale of terror and high-stakes science fiction hits close to home. Growing up in the city of Compton is tough enough as it is, but as Trevon has learned all too well, growing up as an orphan in the city of Compton with gang members hunting you down, every day is even tougher. But all that is about to change, because today is the day that aliens make first contact with Earth. And it only spells doom for life as we know it. Wow, man. That sounds interesting. Death, devastation, and mayhem. Can a single teenage boy rise to the challenge and protect his surrogate family and friends, or will he die trying? That's interesting. Okay. Here's all the covers there. Wow. All this stuff should come out in February, it says. 10 hours ago. This is just a game. One of those virtual reality ones that mess your head up. People that made it did too good, because I'm getting scared. It's too real. Wow. It's like the virtual reality games. Put the mask on and everyone put the helmet on. Like all my classmates, like all my friends and classmates are in it. Even Todd. In real life, he's always happy. Okay. But in this game, he's crying, scared just like me. He doesn't want to play anymore either. Todd doesn't want to die. Uh-oh, here we go. It was stupid to think we were alone in the universe. All them bright lights in the sky. No way this can be the only one that breathes. Wow. Okay, now we got Scurry, original graphic novel, trade paperback. Kitty cat. And 2 Mises. Action, animal action, adventure, middle grade fiction. Okay, the middle grade webcomic and Kickstarter smash hit from Max Smith arrives in a single print volume for the first time. Enter a world where humanity is gone and only animals have survived. Wix, a brave scout from a colony of house mice, must embark on a perilous journey into parts unknown, where he'll face dangerous threats, fantastic new creatures, and a destiny he never expected. For fans of Mouse Guard, I like Mouse Guard, A Cat Story, The Secret of Nymph, and Watership Down. Okay, look at the artwork. The artwork looks nice. Ah! Crash. Back to the hole. There's a crazy cat out here. Wow, man. 2 cats now. Oh, he's trapped. Oh. Athletic. Agile. Wow. Got away from now, but we'll see what happens if you get the book. Okay, now we got the Bone Orchard Mythos, 10,000 Black Feathers hardcover. Okay. I got the first book. I didn't read it yet, but I like Jeff Lemire. So, from the acclaimed creative team behind Gideon Falls, Primordial, and The Passageway comes 10,000 Black Feathers, the newest entry into the ambitious shared horror universe of the Bone Orchard Mythos by Lemire and Sorrentino. Trish and Jackie are best friends and avid gamers, but when the line between reality and their fantasy world is blurred by an evil darkness, can they be the heroes of their own story? Okay. The Bone Orchard Mythos is an ever-expanding universe that features self-contained graphic novels and limited series about the horrors waiting to be discovered within the Bone Orchard. Okay, wow, man. That's all graphic novel. I'm not sure how many pages is that? It's 160 pages. Comes out May 10th, I see it. Issues 1 through 5. So I got the first one. I'm going to have to check the other ones, see if they're any good. But it sounds good. Wow. Now, Dual Power Bomb, trade paperback. Very cool. Sounds like it'd be a cool video game. This is issues 1 through 7 here. Comes out March 1st. Some of these it seem like they're later. They're not February. They're coming out February, March. Wow. From the creator of Murder Falcon, which I love that book, and Wonder Woman Dead Earth, I remember seeing the artwork, comes the wrestling adventure of the decade. Okay. Lona Stelrose wants to be a pro wrestler, but she's living under the shadow of her mother, the best to ever do it. Everything changes when a wrestling-obsessed necromancer asks her to join the grandest and most dangerous pro wrestling tournament of all time. It's the wrestler meets Dragon Ball Z, and a tale where the competitors get more than they ever bargained for. Wow. That's cool. All right. Now we got Golden Rage, Volume 1, trade paperback. That looks pretty wild. Is that vampires and stuff like that? Look at what are you bleeding for? Older women have deemed themselves to society and abandoned on a remote island where they must fight to the death whilst making friends and dessert. That's weird. Welcome to Golden Rage, a not-too-distant dystopia where Battle Royale meets the Golden Girls. Really? Perfect for readers who enjoyed Deanna Rayburn's Killers of a Certain Age, and Helen Thurston's An Elderly Woman is up to no good. That's wild. Okay, Golden Rage is not so far-fetched dystopian island of castaway old ladies will question your attitude toward the aging women of this world. A very important subject of self-reflection indeed. That's wild. All right, look. Grandma. Now we got The Good Asian, 1936, Deluxe Edition hardcover. I got the first book of this, but I wasn't sure if it was any good. But, I mean, if they collected, it probably is. I mean, the artwork looked good and everything, and it looked interesting, but I wasn't sure if it was a crime drama or what. Let's see. Collects the Eisner and Harvey Award-winning hit in one complete volume for the first time, alongside special, never-before-seen bonus content. Follow Edison Hark, a haunted, self-loathing Chinese-American detective, as he pursues a brutal killer on the streets of 1936 San Francisco. The Good Asian is a noir mystery exploring the first generation of Americans to come of age under an immigration ban, the Chinese, as they're besieged by rampant murders, abusive police, and a world that seemingly never changes. That looks interesting. Cool. I'm going to have to pull the first book out and see what it is. Cool. Yeah, it's wild when you buy a book, you bag and board it, and you put it away, and you plan to read it in your to read stack or to read pile, and wow. Okay, now we got this. Love Everlasting, Volume 1, trade paperback. That's pretty wild. Now what's going on with this one? Hello, my name is Joan Peterson, and I probably love you. What? Okay. From superstar creators Tom King and Elsa Charretier comes the first volume of a thrilling epic in the tradition of Sandman and Saga. Joan Peterson discovers that she is trapped in an endless, terrifying cycle of romance, a problem to be solved, a man to marry, and every time she falls in love, she's torn from her world and thrust into another tear-soaked tale. Her bloody journey to freedom and revelation starts in this breathtaking, groundbreaking collected edition. That's wild. Okay, now we got Sins of the Black Flamingo, trade paperback. There's the cover there. Okay, what's this one about? Occult Noir, Miami Sleaze. Sebastian Harlow is the Black Flamingo, a flamboyant and narcissistic thief who gets his kicks stealing mystic artifacts from the wealthy and corrupt of Miami's occult underground. When his latest job leads him to his biggest score so far, the hedonistic outlaw discovers something he wasn't looking for, something to believe in. Wow, now what? Where do we go with that? Okay. Feels fresh and isn't afraid to be genuinely sexy, it says. Really? Okay. Oh, this is cool. I like to get this because I got the other one and I got it signed by Alex Ross and Brent Anderson and Kurt Busiek. I got it off of eBay. It was really nice. Astro City Metro Book Volume 3 trade paperback. Cool. 496 pages. My goodness. $34.95. Okay. The longest, most sweeping epic in Astro City's history, in one volume for the first time. Across the 1970s and 80s, Charles and Royal Williams deal with tragedy and obsession. One a cop, one a criminal. Both have been shaped irrevocably by Astro City's heroes, and as the city enters a time of darkness, it'll take all they have to survive. Wow. Also features the full story of the death and life of the Silver Agent. That was a really good story. Kurt Busiek really writes really cool stuff. How he explains stuff and how he makes you want to know what's going on, and it makes you love the characters because they're relatable. Very, very cool. Okay, let me do one more and then this will be done. Okay, we go with The Magic Order, Fantasy Horror. Mark Miller, okay. I picked up the first book of this and didn't get any more of this one. Okay, this one, Master City's coming out the 15th, and this one's coming out the February 22nd, okay. Superstar writer Mark Miller presents the third volume of his smash hit horror series with Italian genius Gigi Cavanego on art. We've met the American and British members of the Magic Order. Now it's time to meet the Asian chapter and a group of wizards using their powers to live a life of total luxury. Okay, Magic Order number 3, issues 1 through 6. All right. Well, that's it for now. I'll start again on this and just keep going through this because I'm way ahead of the game because this stuff's coming out in February and later. So hopefully I can get this and just keep doing videos and you guys like them. And look at them, you'll see what's coming out. And if you have your own previews, you can do it yourself. But I just like going through this. It's just fun. But thank you very much for watching. You guys have a great day. And Collector Dude is out.